Karibu, karibu, karibu. Glad you are still with us. We want to continue with this conversation all about wellness, and more so looking at how we can see our resolutions, our goals come to life and not keep that vicious cycle happening over and over again, where you set out such beautiful plans, have a strategy, but for some reason you don't always see them come to life. That is what we want to talk about, and just try to position you better with giving you information that could help you just make that step, just one, towards achieving your goals. And helping us with this conversation this morning, we have with us in studio Fatma Mohammed. She is a media personality as well as the founder of Wellness KE. Now, we had talked about change, understanding that change is necessary. But how then do you talk to a person and help them understand that in as much as change is very uncomfortable for so many people, it is actually what you need?
Well, I'll say this, I always used to hear this saying that change is as good as a rest. So when you think about your situation in life, whatever situation you're in, let's say, for instance, you really have a fear of making changes in terms of your life when it comes to your relationship, for instance.
You fear the unknown. You want what is comfortable.
Exactly, because you're familiar with it. And also, there's this amazing meditation that I do every morning that always keeps saying, actually, perfectionism is fear, and it's very true. We actually want to be perfect in our lives, so we actually fear anything just tumbling down. We don't want for it to go awry, so because of that, we want to stick to what we are used to. But here's the truth: there is no way, under any circumstance, you're going to make any progress in your life if you continue doing the same thing. In fact, insanity is described as doing the same thing over and over again and expecting results.
Different results for that matter.
Because you are not going to. You have to make the changes. If, for instance, you really want to be financially stable this year, you have to make the changes in the sense that you have to think about, okay, so how much am I making in a year or in a month? How much do I normally spend? What can I do to cut off in terms of my expenditure? What can I bring forward into my plan so that the money can actually work for me? And then you start by making the changes. I actually really love listening to people who have gone through life, gone through the ups and downs, and now are somewhere where they can give advice. Because these people kind of give you a crash course through life. You don't have to make the same mistakes they made. So, and they always say, like, if we had all the money in the world and we brought it all together and we decided to give every single person on earth a portion, an equal portion of this money, all of us are given an equal portion, and then we're told, okay, go about your way and live your life. You know what's going to happen? People won't just, not everybody's not going to be rich or stable. Actually, the money is going to go back to the people who were rich or wealthy in the first place, because they have figured out a way to make sure that the money works for them or the money grows. So that's just one example of just like financial sustenance, that you can be able to think about change, think about your plan, think about what you can do for yourself, and then work towards it, because that's the only way you're going to achieve it. I'm sorry, there's no other way you're going to be able to just...
no two way to it.
Exactly.
All right. Now, looking at change, there comes in another challenge that most people have. They know what they want, but they don't have the why behind why they want to do it. Like, I want to lose weight.
I know.
Why do I want to lose weight? Is it to look good? Is it to appreciate myself better? And consequently, you find so many people having resolutions that just die as soon as they are founded. Understanding is not just about the what, but also the why having such a huge role.
Ooh, the why is a big one, because the why is the reason you'll wake up at 5 a.m. so that you can finish your prayers and your morning routine and start your workout and be at, I don't know, your desk in time. Because that's the driving force, okay? And when you're thinking about the reason why you want to do something or to change your life, I always advise people to just, first and foremost, to dream big, because you are able to achieve anything that your mind thinks of, right? But then at the same time, think of a reason. Now, the one thing that you'll see that a lot of people keep talking about is whenever they think of a reason, they're not thinking about what's going to fulfill them. Think about other people in the process. Because naturally, as human beings, we're social beings. We're also people who just want to see others do well.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you, for instance, really want to, like, I'll give an example of myself because I founded Wellness KE. I didn't just want for it to be about me posting videos of me working out and what I ate today and stuff. I also wanted for me to find information so that I can give it to people so that they can be able to make their lives better. Now, how do I get a reward? I get a reward when people message me and say, I quit smoking. You know, because you mentioned what I was supposed to do, and then I did it, and then I quit smoking. Or when somebody just messages me and says, you know, last year was really hard, but I figured out a way to make it work, and now we're doing better, and my family's doing okay. That gives me my reward, okay? But in the process, even if I didn't want to wake up in the morning to continue with the journey, I think of my why, I think of the people who are affected by what I do, and then I keep on going. So one of the best ways is to actually think about how it's going to help you, but then also being selfless and seeing how it can be able to help others. That's going to actually keep you on track as well.
And give that reason life throughout.
Exactly, yeah, because even if you were to say, like the example you gave, like you really want to lose weight, losing weight is okay. I mean, it's one of the best things that you can do for yourself. But here's the thing, what's better, living a long life or living a better quality life? You actually want to be healthy, you want to be well all throughout the process. Some people even say, like, practically that they would want to be able to run around with their kid, you know, they want to, because if they're not able to do that, you know, it makes them feel a certain way, yeah? So that's also a why, that's a reason why you would want to do something. It's practical, but at the same time, it means a lot to you. It means everything to you. And I also have to remind the viewers that whenever you've achieved something, even if you're halfway through, always commend yourself. Because don't wait for everybody else to be on the sidelines to clap for you. Clap for yourself and tell yourself that what you have been doing is actually something that's quite positive. You're pushing, because not everybody is going to do that. So again, being the cheerleader of your own dreams, pushing yourself, reminding yourself of the why, and like you said, giving that why life, and more meaning.
Absolutely. And that now brings me to the next aspect, and we find, and this is something that I've also struggled with, when you take too much too soon, consequently making that journey towards your goals even harder. And as humans, and especially this younger generation, we are instant gratification kind of people. That is the mentality that we have. Microwaves, you know, that
apps,
you know, everything just quick, fast. You can be able to get it that way. Understanding the journey is a step at a time. You want to lose weight, you go on, and I'm using weight, just a disclaimer, I'm using weight as an example, so do not feel attacked if you are on that journey of losing weight. We're just using it as an example, okay? Because I find it's one thing that most people really want. You want to lose weight and you go on a fluid diet. Drastically. Like, you have never been on any diet before, you are not working out, and you go on a liquid only diet, and at the end of the day you hate it. No progress is made, and you're like, you know what, bye, I'm going for my comfort food. Taking too much too soon.
That's not wise, and it's because you're going to put too much pressure on yourself. And also your body has its own system, and your mind on how things work. Because if you decide to do something, think about taking it a step at a time. Now, I have this plan that has always worked for me, and I'll share it. So a year has 12 months. And within the 12 months, you can divide a year into 4 quarters. So that's 3 months, 3 months, 3 months, 3 months. So you're January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, and then October, November, and December. So within the first quarter, let's take the example of someone who has decided they want to be healthy, or they want to be well, generally to take care of themselves. Within these first 3 months, you can be able to say, I'm going to just start eating healthy. Just that. I'm not going to, you know, like run. I'm not going to do any fitness activity, nothing. Why do we decide to do it within the first 3 months? Because generally, it takes you about 21 to 66 days for you to form a habit. So because of that, within 3 months, you have 90 days essentially. So by the 21st day, your body has really understood that yes, we do have a sweet tooth craving, but then we can reach for an apple or we can go for a fruit. Yes, we do want to eat more, but then we can make sure that we eat more fruit, vegetables, nuts, seeds, and then protein and our carbohydrates. Now your body has understood that this is actually healthier for you. You've taken that first step by dividing it into 4 quarters. When you get to the second quarter, you now already know how to eat healthy. Now in the second quarter, decide you're going to start some physical activity. Whether you're going to take a walk every morning or you're going to take the stairs, you're going to start working out, whatever it is you're going to do, or enroll at the gym like everybody does in January, you decide during this quarter that it's going to be about your physical activity. But something that's going to happen is, the fact that you already did your first quarter with the eating and diet and nutrition, you generally just bring it to the second quarter. You're already eating healthy, and now you've introduced something new. In the third quarter, you can try and be more socially well. Maybe you want to be able to make sure that you have better connections with people, you're doing something for the for society, and etc. You can tackle it from there. Or it could be your emotional well-being. You want to de-stress, you want to make sure that you have good relationships with people, you want to take care of yourself, you want to meditate, anything that you're going to do. What this is going to do is actually going to help you in achieving your goals, because you see, within the first 3 months, you've not taken too much. Again, we're not, you know, on a liquid diet, or we're not trying to just eat 1 carrot a day or whatever.
Or cutting off everything that you enjoy.
Everything, we're actually forming habits. And we're living by that 80-20 rule. We have 80% of healthy, 20% you can try and indulge in something, so that your body is still familiar with it, but now you have a habit that you can keep for life. So it's very important that you actually take practical steps towards making your life better, because as human beings, we forget. So maybe it took you 5 years to gain this weight, but you want it to take you 2 months to lose it.
And that brings me to the next aspect of tracking progress.
Yes.
And that is another reason as to why people fall off the wagon, like easy resolutions, by the way, because you want to see that leap, but you don't see the steps. Understanding that tracking progress is part of what keeps you on track.
Of course, because when you track your progress, you see the progress. It's like the person that has decided they're going to try and take care of their body. When they track their progress by maybe, let's say, taking pictures of themselves or trying on different clothes, they're actually seeing the changes happen. Or someone who is being physically active, or someone who has decided they're going to save more this year. Now they're seeing like, oh, okay, because I've saved this amount of money every single day or every single week, now I'm seeing that I've cut on my expenditure, and now more money is on this side, and now I can be able to try and, you know, like allocate these funds to maybe one project or something like that. So when you track your progress, you actually get to have some self-confidence, because you get to see the changes. You're definitely going to see the changes. And you also stay motivated all throughout. You're never going to lose hope along the way. And also, don't expect yourself to be perfect and to do it all at once, because that is not realistic. There's nobody who just wakes up in the morning and decides to do something and just aces everything at once.
Absolutely.
So because we are human beings, we have to really be easy on ourselves. We do put a lot of pressure on ourselves, and we are our biggest critics, because we say things to ourselves that we probably wouldn't say to our friends, to our best friends, to our partners. The things you say to yourself are the reason why you are where you are. So start talking to yourself the way you would talk to that person that you really like. So tell yourself you're doing good. Okay, and even if we didn't do this and that, it's okay. We're going to keep on, you know, with the journey. It's about staying in the game. You might not necessarily win at once. Just keep staying in the game, and something positive is going to happen.
Absolutely. And therein comes this saying, the end will justify the means. But looking at the journey, does it always have to be hard? Does it have to be something that you don't enjoy at all? Because I know for a fact change is not easy. It is uncomfortable, but sometimes it's necessary. But how can you make that transition a bit more comfortable for yourself in whatever resolution you have set out to achieve, be it getting to a place where you're financially free, you are losing weight, you are socially active, you're emotionally in touch with yourself, different goals that you may have. Does the journey always have to be hard, or you can always make it easier?
you should actually make it easier, because that's going to motivate you to keep on going. I can just share on a personal level. For me, I'm not really big on doing a lot of cardio and all these activities. When I see people doing all these physical activities on Instagram, I really feel intimidated. When they're doing burpees and they're doing all, I really am not that type of person. But what I am a complete yogi. I'll do yoga all day. I love it. So what I used to do, I used to tell myself, maybe for me to be fit, this is what I need to do. I need to actually do the burpees and take the stairs and, you know, frog jumps and whatever.
Lift weights.
And lift the weights and all of that. And I actually convinced myself that this is what fit people look like and this is what they do and this is the only way. But what ended up happening was I would actually wake up in the morning and I don't have the motivation because I don't like it. I actually fear it and I'm intimidated by it. So I'm not really going to do it. I might do it one day and then the next day I dread doing it, okay? But then what I decided to do was I asked myself, what do I really want? I want to be fit. I want to be well. Okay, so what can I do? I also want to be to do something that's not going to be too strenuous to my body. And that's yoga for me, okay? For someone else, it might be Zumba. They might listen to music because they love to dance. And they still in the process are burning calories and staying fit and healthy. And they're feeling good about the process, yeah? So you have to ask yourself, what is it that you like? And I'm not talking about sitting on your couch and watching TV. No, I'm talking about what is it that you like, that you feel is going to help you. So in terms of like physical fitness, in my example, I felt like I really liked yoga. So I decided to seek, you know, like nice yoga videos that are going to help me. And I found the best ones. So every day in the morning, that's what I do. I do a 40-minute yoga session. When I'm done, I do like about 7 minutes of meditation. Once I'm done, I take a shower. My day is good, and I feel good, and I look good. And I'm positive about it. And I tell myself, tomorrow, I actually don't have to think that it's too much work. That's what I love to do. So someone else, it may be completely different for them, okay? Maybe you really want to improve, again, your finances or your life. Think about what it is that you like. Maybe you love investing, you love business, you love trying out new activities. You want to connect with people. Find out what you like and then make something out of it, because every day it's never going to feel like work. It's actually going to fulfill your life and make you feel a lot better about it in the process, yeah? Yeah.
The journey doesn't always have to be change is uncomfortable in itself, so you can make it easier. Look for something that you love, then see how you can build on it.
Exactly.
Now, the next aspect is in regards to thinking about it and not doing anything about it. So many people struggle with this. You have resolutions, nimeziandika chini. We write them down, very pretty, structure them, but we have this mentality of not being realistic. Like you just have a pretty picture and you just want to sit there and keep looking at it, but you don't get down to work. Bringing these two together, have that picture and actualizing it.
Yeah, I think the reason why most people actually suffer from mental health issues and also depression is because deep down they don't feel fulfilled and they don't feel like they have done what they were supposed to do in life. I think of life as a journey in this way, like if you were to travel from Nairobi to Naivasha, it's a journey. So I can take the same journey, you can take the same journey, you can decide how you're going to get there. You might use private means, I might use public means, and I might need snacks along the way. You might just need to get there without any snacks. Whatever it is I'm bringing along to the, with me throughout the journey is not necessarily the most important thing. The most important thing is we both are going to reach our destination, right? So when I think about that, I just tell myself it's really important for us to just be very realistic about what it is that we want in life. For you as a human being, you are created to do good things. You have a purpose. And I believe that if we were to stop the number of people out there and ask them what their purpose is, majority of them don't really know, okay? Most people, they describe themselves as, yes, I'm so-and-so, I'm so-and-so's husband, I'm so-and-so's wife, or I'm so-and-so's mom, and this is what I do. But what's your purpose? Like, what is it that you're doing here? If you are not here today, what are we going to remember you by? Okay? Meaning, have you left an impact that is positive on people's minds and in their hearts? How have you touched them and what have you done to make, you know, this place better? Because you existed, so now that you're not there, there's something that we should be missing because you're not there, not just your presence. So if you contributed to society in a way, or you were there for social change, or you wanted to make people's lives better, or you did something that was a bigger cause, then we can say you found your purpose. And most people who are in this category will never stop. Even when they fail, they keep on going because they have a purpose. So it's very important for you as a human being to find your purpose. Just ask yourself, and I know that even for me, I was somewhere years back where I was like, but what's my purpose? Like, I like being on TV and I like being a presenter, like, but that's not the only thing I'm going to do. Like, what's bigger than that? Yes, I loved what I did, but if I was not there anymore, or if people are not watching TV anymore, like where else do I exist, and what realm, and what am I contributing to that? So I had to find something that I felt really resonated with my soul, and I would actually do it, and I would have passion doing it, and I wouldn't even care about anything else. That's what drives me, right? So I feel like all of us as human beings, as much as we set out our goals, we write them down, we even have these vision boards, and we put pictures and images of everything that we want up there, actualizing and doing what we are supposed to do all comes down to if we figured out what the reason for us being around is. And you have a reason why you're around. So you are not just created. Every other day you hear of someone has lost their life. So if that person has lost their life, it means their journey is done. If you're continuing, it means God is not done with you. So, but then what is it that he wants you to do? So you have to figure that out. And I promise you, once you figure this out, nothing is going to stop you.
Now,
nothing.
As we draw the conversation to a close, I just want to look at one more aspect. And this is really in line with what you just mentioned, about believing in yourself. In as much as you may have had previous goals last year, you set out to achieve this, and that, but none of them came to life. 2019, same question. 2018, same. You're dealing with resolutions that you had put down on paper in 2016 and we're in 2021. So over the years, you have seen a pattern, and you are at a point where you don't even believe in yourself anymore. You're just writing because it's what you're used to at the beginning of the year. Very briefly, when it comes to understanding the power of believing in yourself in order to keep your resolutions on track.
Well, you are capable of anything that you set out to do. You're capable of it. But majority of the times, because of habits that we have formulated over the years, we see a repetitive pattern whereby maybe, let's say, you were supposed to do something in 2020 and you said Corona happened, so people were not necessarily doing as much, and then you didn't achieve what you were supposed to achieve. The one thing that you need to do is to be absolutely honest with yourself. Ask yourself, why do you think that this particular thing keeps happening in your life? If the reason is because you're not doing your best, then right there and then, do your best. If the reason is because maybe you have not exposed yourself to more opportunities, then invest and expose yourself to more opportunities. If the reason is because maybe you don't have the skills, then invest, get the skills, and then see the changes happen. I believe that any human being can live the life that they want if they have a proper plan and they fully believe in themselves. You have to believe in yourself, because this world is basically your oyster. You can have anything you want if you decide that you want it. You're actually going to work with what you have and end up making something out of yourself. So many of us talk ourselves out of our plans before people have even said anything. I see this quality in a lot of people that I talk to. Someone tells you they've probably done something new, but they already tell you something bad about it before you've even mentioned it. Meaning you've already talked yourself out of it. You've already just given yourself less points before someone did that. So you as a human being have to have love for yourself. You have to have faith in yourself that whatever it is you've decided to do, work towards it, do your best and go for it. Because if you don't do that, life will continue. Life will just continue, basically, and it's not going to stop because you didn't achieve what you were supposed to. So I like to just tell people that have the faith, believe in yourself, keep pushing yourself, because nothing is going to just happen for you if you don't go for it. Just go for it, try, push yourself, expose yourself to people who are going to help you, ask for assistance if you have people around you that can help you, seek knowledge if you need to, nourish your mind if you need to, read more if you need to, expose yourself to, so that you can be in a situation where you were not in the same situation before. Again, we just want to change, and the only way to do that is to change ourselves.
Absolutely. Yeah. Do not focus on what is not working.
Yeah.
Look at what is working and build on that. That is all the time we had for this particular conversation, but thank you so much, Fatma, for coming through and sharing with us, you know, and more so from your own experience.
Thank you.
Because people always say, "Munatuambia tu vitu hamujawai fanya." You know, practicality is important, and that is why we are here. Thank you so much for coming through and sharing with us something that you're passionate about.
Thank you for having me.
Absolute best.
You too.
Thank you so much. She is Fatma Mohammed, media personality, as well as the founder of Wellness KE. Remind us of your social handles once more.
Yes, indeed. So you can be able to follow the platform on Instagram at well_nessKE and on Twitter at KE Wellness. And we have new YouTube videos that are going to keep you motivated and staying on track on our Wellness KE platform. So go on YouTube and you can be able to watch them.
All right. There you have it. Check them out. The resources are there. It's up to you to just now take the step towards greatness.
Yes.
Thank you so much for staying with us this far. My name is Wambui. On behalf of the crew here, we wish you a lovely day. God bless. See you tomorrow.